Blighty Boxing with Frank Warren and Queensbury. Popped down to Southampton to see Josh Frankham, who had a fight about a week ago.
Yep.
Another win, another 4 rounds. Tell me about it.
Thought I'd done alright. Watched it back I've watched it back a couple of times now. I improved from the last fight, which is important to me. As long as I keep improving, that's the most important thing. So yeah, I improved. Another win, on to the next one.
Your introduction to the professionals has been a curious one, because obviously it's come in the midst of a pandemic.
Yeah.
But by the same token, that has offered you the opportunity to fight on television.
Yep.
Which you've had, the chance to impress. Do you feel any additional pressure to perform by the fact that those TV cameras are on you?
No, not really. Because listen, it's at the end of the day, if it's every fight, you always get them sort of nerves. You know what I mean? You always have pressure of fights, sort of whether they're on telly or not. So.
But you don't sort of think, I need to do something a bit specially.
Listen, you have to
make people sit up.
Listen, this what's the word? Yeah, you have to do. You do sort of have to excite people, and my last probably 2 performances on telly was enjoyable. You know what I mean? So not to. I haven't been knocking people out yet, which is what people want to see. So that'll come though. Definitely that'll come.
Do you think you've been performing a little bit within yourself, just sort of using these fights as they're supposed to be used, purely as a sort of learning exercise?
Yeah, because it's hard to like my last fight. It was when they're tucking up. You know what I mean? It's so hard just to even look good against them. So you just got to get in, do your job, learn, and just keep on to the next one. And when they do start throwing back, that's when you see the best in me.
I was going to say that to you, because it's quite hard for you to be exciting people, given the fact that you've been handed the traditional 3 journeyman, hat-trick a journeyman, which everyone knows the score with that in the sense.
Not easy journeyman. Listen, journeyman.
You're not going to put them down.
No.
You're not going to stop them generally. While that's been very beneficial to you, do you think on the other hand it's gone against you, because you're not probably viewed as, God, I can't wait to see him again, so that he's exciting, whereas some of these other kids that have a knockover job, people might get a little bit of false flattery?
Well, listen, that'll show in the long run. You know what I mean? I'm getting these fights in early, and like I just went to say, is my 3 last journeymen have been tough. I think I stopped a handful of times within the 3 of them. And the last one never got stopped in 70 odd. Hasn't been stopped at all. Kevin McCauley hasn't been stopped in like 3 or 4 years. MJ all tough. I believe over probably 6 rounds I probably could have got him out of there. So that will show as I progress. I'm learning a lot. So when, like I said, when they do start throwing back, that's when you'll start seeing the knockouts and the stoppages.
In terms of the wow factor, it's kind of working against you, isn't it?
Yeah, but that'll come. That
don't bother you, happy?
That don't bother me. I just want to
know what you need to do.
When I'm British champion in a minute, I'll be laughing at everyone. So, and then when I'm world champion,
I'm not saying anyone's criticising you, but you're not sort of getting that sort of Dennis McCann type buzz about you.
Which I love that, but it will come. You know what I mean? I'm learning my trade. It'll come. Like Tyson said to me the other day, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
And he's right. So the man is very wise.
That's it.
We go from wise to waistline. How was that little dabble at welterweight, or very close to welterweight?
Well, we was nearly meant to be welterweight, and then about 3 days before, I think it was after your interview, they said opponent can't come in at welterweight, he's going to come in a little bit heavy. So I was eating steaks that week, so it wasn't too bad. But
jumped off the diet then?
Jumped off the diet a little bit. I think I got in the ring about 70 kilos, 71 kilos, which is heavy for me. I want to be a welterweight, definitely. So we're going to go for welterweight the next fight.
So when you were on track to make it, were you feeling good and sharp?
Yeah, I was ready to make it. We was on weight, we was perfect. So then, like I said, I had to eat steaks and put weight on that week. So it wasn't too bad, but it's not really what I want to be doing.
Tell me, the fact that you've had this sort of year, do you consider yourself a lucky fighter, or unfortunate but you haven't had your people there?
Very lucky to even be getting any sort of work at the minute. As you know, a lot of fighters, the last few months, obviously we've had a lot more shows, but going into like last year when I had my debut, there was no one getting work, literally no one. And people wasn't even having their medicals, some people wasn't even bothering like renewing their medicals or renewing their license, so I'm very lucky in that way. I've always had I can't wait for fans to be back. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, I can't wait for fans to be back. So
you've got that to look forward to.
That's what I've got to look forward to. I haven't really had my proper debut yet. Neither has Levi, really. You know what I mean? So we haven't had our proper debuts yet, and when we do, we'll hopefully sell out arenas.
Well, I mean, that's going to be another experience for you. It's not only performing in front of people, but the other thing is the stress of charging around, sorting out people's ticket requests, people letting you down, people coming to you at the last minute.
The stress of that. I'm just going to leave that. I'm just going to leave that to my brother. James, that's your job, James.
Does he know that?
Not yet, but he does now.
Very nice too. All right then, Josh.
Rich,
well done.
thank you very much.
Still unbeaten. Keep going.
On to the next. Thank you, mate.